Hey everybody, well, some of us are back in the gym now. We're allowed to go back to the gym and we need to be a little bit careful. So, I personally haven't been back to the gym, as you can see, but what we need to be careful about is about 10 weeks ago, I'm not sure exactly, gyms were closed. So as much as a lot of us tried to keep up with strength training during lockdown, I'd say most of us probably didn't do a very good job because we don't have the equipment. Although a lot of equipment was purchased, let's just say, as a general rule, we've all deconditioned somewhat in the last 2 to 3 months. Now in Victoria, gyms are reopening, and we're going to have some problems. And that is, we have our gym program from 3 months ago, and we should not go back to that program when you get back into the gym. And the reason is you've lost strength, you've lost flexibility, you've lost general fitness, and to a certain degree coordination and tissue resilience. So what does that mean? It means that your risk of injury now is significantly higher. We'll probably see this watching football, whether it be the NRL or the AFL. Nothing beats match fitness, okay? So the reason they've shortened the game a little bit in the AFL is to theoretically reduce injury. That's what they're hoping, even though the players are complaining that the game was too short last night. But back to the gym, my advice is yes, go back to the gym when we're allowed to. But you need to rebuild your program. Start from scratch. So hopefully at your gym you'll have trainers that are available there to review your program, because if you've gone backwards for 2 or 3 months, you've got to start somewhere, okay? So your loading needs to be appropriate. And as a general rule, I would have thought that the resistance load, the weight that you're moving, needs to be reduced by at least 30%. Okay, so you need a review with your trainer, or alternatively, perhaps you need to be evaluated by your physiotherapist as to where you're at right now. Okay, so a bit of a musculoskeletal screen and advice as to where the baseline should be with your resistance training would be very, very important, because you are at significant risk of injury. Now that could be a back injury, most likely probably a shoulder or shoulder neck type problem from lifting weights that are too heavy. But your knees are susceptible with squats and deadlift. If you hit that treadmill, there's other issues with the calf and Achilles. Okay, so the take-home message is we've been locked out of the gyms, we're going back to the gyms. You need to stop, think, reevaluate, have your program completely reassessed. Your expectations need to be drawn back, because you want to get back in the game of going to the gym. You want to stay in the game, so you don't want to get hurt. So we have to accept that we've all deconditioned somewhat, get reassessed and start appropriately. Okay, that's the take-home message for the gym. The other thing too is that the treadmills are very different to running. If you've been doing some walking and running outside during lockdown, it's a paradox, isn't it? Outside during lockdown, hard surfaces like roads and footpaths, believe it or not, are actually better for you than softer surfaces or artificial surfaces like treadmills. So don't think that you're jogging or running or walking on footpaths and roads is going to be the same as a treadmill, okay? Treadmills are very different. They actually put a little bit more load on your calf and your Achilles and your plantar fascia. So just be mindful of the treadmills in the gym as well, okay? So again, in summary, stop and think before you start in the gym. Get reassessed by your trainer or get assessed by your physiotherapist, and let's be realistic, but definitely get back there. Thank you.